KidStory: 50 children and young people who shook up the world. Stevie Wonder, one of the greatest singer-songwriters of all time. Blind at birth. Stevland Judkins was born in 1950 near Detroit, Michigan. He was a premature baby, which means he was born too early, and he needed to be looked after in a hospital to survive. Because Stevie was so tiny, he was given extra oxygen to help him grow, but this also damaged his eyesight and turned little Stevie blind. We all have ability, the difference is how we use it. As he got older, Stevie managed to build quite a collection of musical instruments. Friends and family saw that he had talent as he bashed out rhythms on pots and pans, so they did what they could to help. He was given a piano by a neighbor, and at the age of 7, he learned to play it almost immediately. Soon after, he was given a drum kit and a harmonica. Stevie played and played and played, mastering the instruments almost overnight. When Stevie was 8, his mother took him to a music festival. As bands performed, Stevie stood right by the stage, letting the sounds wash over him. One group noticed the little blind boy, lost in the music, and called him onto the stage. When he revealed he could play the drums, they invited him to join in. Stevie got behind the kit and started beating out a rhythm. He loved the feeling of playing in front of an audience, and the applause at the end gave him such a buzz. Big break. Stevie was growing up during an exciting time for music, and Detroit was right at the heart of it. A man called Berry Gordy had started a music company, the Motown Record Corporation, which created a new pop soul sound, known around the world as Motown. Stevie managed to get an audition with Gordy, who was blown away by his performance and signed him up on the spot. He even came up with his stage name. The 11-year-old musician was such a little wonder, it had to be Little Stevie Wonder. Stevie made a couple of records with Gordy, but he really came alive when he was performing on stage. In 1962, he went on tour across America with other Motown bands, and Stevie was the star of the show. The audiences loved him, and he loved the cheering crowds. More than once, he had to be pulled off stage to give others a turn. One night in Chicago, his live performance was recorded, and it was released soon after. This became Stevie's first hit record. Recorded live, the 12-year-old genius shot up the American Billboard charts, reaching the #1 spot. It made him the youngest artist ever to the top of the chart. Just because a man lacks the use of his eyes doesn't mean he lacks vision. Shaking up the world. As Stevie got older, he soon dropped the little from his name and started to develop his own unique sound. He mixed together gospel music, rock and roll, jazz, and African rhythms in a way no one had done before. He also kept searching for new sounds with electronic instruments, which went on to inspire other musicians. As his songwriting developed, Stevie produced hit after hit with songs like Superstition, Sir Duke, and Living for the City, becoming classics still loved today. Since then, Stevie has won countless awards for his music and has sold over 150 million records. Quite a little wonder.